Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another Christmas themed junk journal with me. I'm going to be starting from where I left off in the last session, but first of all I'm going to be doing some stamping. I'm going to be stamping out days 3, 4 and 5, but you don't see me use day 5 in this journaling session. So the photos I'm going to be documenting today are from the 3rd and 4th of December. So all I'm doing is cutting down some of these labels, and this is actually a printable which I will have linked down in the description box for you, and I have printed them on sticker paper. I do have a lot of photos to document in this journaling session, so I think I have about 11 photos, and I'm just going to be documenting about us buying our tree and decorating it. All I'm doing is figuring out where I'm going to place the photos, so as I've mentioned previously, I do document my Christmas stories in chronological order. So with this first double page, I'm going to be creating a pocket, so I'm just going to be adding some double-sided tape to the bottom of the page. I have some Christmas packaging that I'd like to include, but my husband still needs that information at the moment, so I will add that in at a later date. So the first couple of photos I have are from when we bought our Christmas tree. My husband actually went to pick it up himself. We bought it from a charity here in Bristol. And I've just pulled out my Busy Sidewalks by Crepe Paper washi tape, and I'm just adding some washi tape to the page for a little bit of decoration. Dan and I bought a real tree this year, so Dan had to actually cut off a bit of the tree trunk. I am adding all of my photos into my journal in this journaling session with double-sided tape. I've pulled out my Tim Holtz washi tape, and I've chosen this Christmas tree one to decorate the top and the bottom of the photo. Moving on to the next page, I have a couple of photos that I don't feel like need to be displayed on a page, so I'm going to slip them into the pocket. And I have a photo here of my cat Starbuck. He was playing in the tree skirt. I've trimmed the photo down a little bit, and because I felt like it blended into the background a bit too much, I am going to be backing it onto some paper. So I have this paper bag scrap left over from last year, and all I'm going to be doing is trimming it down with my ruler. I've used double-sided tape on the back of the photo, and I'm using a glue stick to stick them both down onto the page. I have pulled out my alphas, and I'm just having a look and seeing which ones have all the letters that I need to spell out Starbuck's name. So I choose these ones from L Studio. So the next lot of photos are from the 4th of December, but I decide I want to keep a page for doing some journaling on, so I've just pulled out my wallet with some printables in. These are from Little Bindi on Etsy, and I'm just choosing something that I think I can add some journaling on. So I'm just choosing between two different ones here, and the one I end up choosing is this one, which is from the December zine, and I'm just using a glue stick to attach that onto the page. and I will do my journaling a little bit later. So moving on to the next page, I'm just placing my photos down again and seeing where they all might fit. We actually decorated our tree on a completely different day because by the time we got the tree up, we both weren't in the mood to decorate it, so we left that for the following day so that we could enjoy it. I cut this photo down a little bit because I didn't feel like I needed the whole photo on the page, and I'm actually going to be stapling this one in at the top. And I've trimmed this photo down a little bit, just so that I don't cover up the foil stamping and the sewing. And this photo was actually the one I posted on Instagram stories, so it does have a bit of a star filter on it. This photo here fitted perfectly on the tag that came in the pocket, so I just attached that to the back of the tag, and that photo is just the original photo that I took, and I'm just adding some washi tape to the top and the bottom of the photo just to decorate that tag a little bit further. I decided to add some twine just to add a little bit more texture to the tag. I have another photo of my cat Starbuck. We have this little Santa hat that is made for pets, and my husband tried to get him to wear it, but he was having absolutely none of it. And this was the best photo that we managed to get, with the Santa hat around his neck. So he didn't have it on for very long because he just didn't like wearing it. Now that I've added all of my photos, I've also done my journaling off camera, and I realised I've forgotten to add this packaging to the page. So this red wrapper is what was round the Christmas tree when we bought it, and it fitted perfectly in that space, and I'm just deciding whether I want to keep all of it or just trim a little piece off. But I also need to place my label on the page too. But I really wanted to cover up that white space, so I've pulled out this wide washi, and that fits into the space perfectly just to decorate the page a little bit further. And I do decide to trim off a bit of the wrapper, so I'm just keeping a little piece of it, and I'm just stapling it to the top of the page. And I'm just sticking the number 3 at the bottom of the page. I've pulled out my black alphas, which are from Hobbycraft, and I'm going to be spelling out the word refugees because the tree that we bought actually helps refugees here in Bristol. So the charity that we bought our Christmas tree from was called Aid Box Community, or ABC, and they provide support, supplies and sanctuary to refugees and asylum seekers here in Bristol. So it felt really good to buy a tree and support a charity here in Bristol. And these alphas fitted perfectly in that blank space at the bottom of the page. I realise I haven't added the number 4 anywhere, so I'm just finding a place for that. When I added my journaling to this printable, I did make a little bit of a mistake, but that's okay, these things happen. And I'm just filling in that gap at the bottom of the page with some washi tape. And I've pulled out my cream alphas, and I'm just going to be spelling out our first real tree. There is a bit of a story behind why we got this tree, and I completely forgot to journal about it. So we bought a real tree because our artificial one, which we've had for quite a few years now, is just too big, or Dan thinks it's too big. It's 7 foot and it touches the ceiling and it's quite wide at the base. So we found another artificial tree that we liked, but it was out of stock when we went to go and place the order for it. So we just decided this year that we would just get a real tree for the first time, and it wasn't a farm or anything, so although you could choose the height of the tree, we chose a 6 foot one. You couldn't like pick what it looked like or how wide the base is, so by the time we got it home and into our lounge, it actually turned out to be a lot wider at the base than our old artificial one. But because we've spent the money and we've bought it, we're just going to roll with it this year. But I absolutely love it. I think it's amazing. So yeah, that's why we have a real tree this year. So moving on to the next page, I'm going to be adding some journaling to the side of this photo. So I've pulled out some scrapbook paper from the Busy Sidewalks crepe paper 6x8 paper pad, and I'm just trimming a bit down with my ruler, and I'm just going to be writing my journaling on that. I'm going to be using my Tombow Mono Multi Glue to stick that onto the page, just because the scrapbook paper is a little bit heavier. And I'm just using some washi tape to make sure that's going to stay in place. Now I'm just going back through some of the journal pages and seeing if there's anywhere that needs some stickers. So I've chosen a couple of word stickers to add to a couple of the photos. And I decided to use this Christmas tree sticker from the Hey Santa sticker book, and I'm just going to be filling in that space next to that label where I've done some journaling. And I choose a couple of stickers from the Busy Sidewalk sticker book to decorate the right hand page. You can see there that I've also added a little bit of journaling on a printable, and that is from Little Bindi on Etsy. And I still need something to fill in that gap under the photo on the left hand page, so I just choose this clear word sticker that says "Oh what fun." And the last thing that I'm going to be adding in this journaling session is a couple of star stickers to the scrapbook paper, just to decorate that page a little bit more. And these are the finished pages. I absolutely love how some of these pages turned out, especially this double page here. It's probably my favourite out of all of them. Some of the pages are still quite simple, and I really like that. I do feel like a couple of the pages are still unfinished, but that's totally fine. I do need to go in and add some journaling to these two pages. I hope you're all doing really well. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.